Russell Westbrook is one of the most decorated players in NBA history. With his accolades only the best of best players can have. But unlike those players, Russ's career will always be looked at differently. This future Hall of Famer's basketball career in the eyes of a casual one will be mostly hated. His relationship in the media tarnished, and it will honestly leave you questioning how did he even get to this point.
NBA draft, the Seattle Supersonics select Russell Westbrook from UCLA.
In the first round of the 2008 draft, Russell Westbrook was drafted by the Seattle Supersonics. He was looked at as an asset to help the up-and-coming star they drafted the year before, Kevin Durant.
A UCLA Bruin has been drafted.
That's what I'm talking about! That's why he's the MVP! That's why he's the GOAT! The GOAT!
Known for his athleticism and ability to drive into the paint, this pairing between the two seemed like it could work, in which it did. In short, his years in OKC was some of the best basketball you could ever see. From his early career success to his outstanding stat lines, a run like that in the eyes of a real basketball fan will never be forgotten. I also think that the passion he played with defined OKC and the loud energy that they bring to the arena in the playoffs. But those years in OKC wasn't just sunshine and rainbows. There was a fair amount of criticism for his ability to shoot the ball when needed, as well as adapting to the change of the NBA in the mid to late 2010s, which has mainly transformed into a league about having the best shooters and the ability to make a three-pointer. His inability to adding a consistent shot to his repertoire makes him a prime candidate to be talked about by fans and media. The first instance where I saw this really be a problem was his 1 year with the Houston Rockets. In the 2019-2020 season, he started off the year putting up numbers not up to his standards at the time. But with their switch to small ball, he started flourishing and having some of the best numbers of his career at the beginning of 2020. But that would all stop when the C virus hit and ended all basketball operations in the NBA. When the NBA officially came back, Russell wasn't able to play up to his same numbers at the beginning of the year. He had a slight drop-off, and this was mostly seen as a cause from the quad injury he got in the bubble. That didn't stop fans, though, as when they reached the playoffs, Russ was struggling hard and was seen as a liability on the court. This can be mostly highlighted when in the second-round series versus the Lakers, he was getting left open on shots and sagged off on defense. I believe this was the first time Russ's hate really started getting out of hand. After his stint with Houston, he made his way to the Washington Wizards. This season might be one of his most underrated, as this season would turn out to be his fourth time averaging a triple-double. Another question would arise from the media this year too. What if Russ was just putting up empty stats and doesn't impact winning? With that question, the Wizards, who didn't make the playoffs for the last 4 years at that time, made the playoffs. So, yeah.
Please! Please! No!
The Los Angeles Lakers is an iconic NBA franchise with fans from everywhere around the world. When Westbrook was traded there, it was seen as a new super team created in the NBA. Also to combat the Brooklyn Nets, who also had a super team themselves. The Lakers were heavily marked this year, with a lot of people wanting to see how it would turn out. And well, it might have been the worst decision he could have made in his career. With the Lakers having a disappointing season, a lot of people were questioning what was going on. It then turned from that to who was to blame for their disappointment. Russ, who was the person they just traded for, was mainly the one who got it. It didn't help that he was getting booed by his hometown fans, which made his game completely thrown off. Clips online would even circulate of his miscues and would alienate him from casual fans from thinking he was still a good player. Most of the NBA media didn't do anything besides make it worse, which started to tear his image that he built throughout his career apart. And at that point, it was nothing that he could do. The Clippers was the long-needed restart for Russ. In the middle of the 2022-2023 season, he signed after a lot of players advocated for him to be there. It turned out to be a good decision as he had a really good playoff series against the Phoenix Suns in the 2023 playoffs. In the offseason, he signed a 2-year contract to stay there longer. With the addition of James Harden, it also diminished his minutes even more. But at this point of his career, I think the thing that matters most to him is winning a championship. Saying what a championship could do for Russell Westbrook would be an understatement. It's something you can never take away from him, and it's the thing that he's always been missing. As a Westbrook fan, I'm going to be honest, I'm not sure if it can happen, but you could always hope. Thanks for watching, and like and subscribe for more. See ya.